Executive Director of Central Florida Vocal Arts, as well as one of the singers. We're very excited. Kenny Nisbett is here with us, joining us. And by the way, we just found out you're both locals.
Yes,
so you were born where?
Winter Park Hospital.
I love that.
Incredible.
And Kenny went to Colonial High School.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, amazing. Well, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. The show is coming up this weekend. I can't wait for it. I love opera. I love the beauty of it. And sometimes, you know, you don't even know what the opera singer is singing, but you're able to follow the story based on how the singers and the characters are acting. Let's talk first about that, because it is truly an art.
Absolutely. So I think there is a universality to the genre, that you can feel the expression of the emotion through the singing. However, this weekend is 2 operas in English. So we really want to make opera approachable for modern audiences. Them being in English, them being one act, it's a great sort of foray into opera. If you've always been curious but never been able to experience, we would love to have you join us.
And so we have this unique 2-part situation with these smaller operas. Now, can I ask kind of what role are you playing in these operas, and are you in both or in one?
So Kenny's actually with us next weekend at our Vino e Voce.
Okay,
yes. So Kenny has been sort of a part of the CFVA family for the past 8 years. He was my student when I was a professor at Valencia, and just a really talented young man, and sort of brought him into the fold. And so he is going to sing with us next weekend when we do our second weekend of performances, because there's no rest for the wicked. And so we're going to keep at it and have another wonderful weekend next weekend with Vino e Voce.
I love that. Kenny, when did your love for singing start? How old were you when you first started?
I would say I was about 16 years old. Again, I graduated from a Colonial High School, you know, great to be a grenadier. And it was my choir director at the time, Mr. Rodriguez. I believe he's still teaching there.
He is. We've had him on the show because he was nominated for a Grammy Award at some point, I believe. Really? I think so. Yes, yeah. We've had him on the show before. That's amazing. Yes.
And I remember there was one year he made me do county, all-state, and ACDA, and I fell in love with it.
Wow.
Love that.
Some people have maybe a reservation of going to the opera. They say, oh, maybe I won't understand the opera, or maybe it won't connect. But why is that a misconception, do you think?
I think that we do ourselves a disservice when we self-select out of opportunities, right? I think saying you don't like opera is akin to saying I don't like books. You may not like a book, but there are lots of other books and lots of other things to try. And so we really try and bring opera into the community in a way that people can experience and go, wow, this is for me too. I can resonate with the themes, with the emotions that are on stage. It's my belief, whether it's musical theater or whether it's opera, there's something really special and sacred about bringing people into a space where you see a shared humanity reflected back at you, understanding that what that character is experiencing is something that you too have experienced.
And there's just nothing like music, right?
Really,
Kenny,
truly.
why do you love it?
You know, it gives me the permission to share what I have inside with my audience. You know, and that's what all of this is all about. Between Central Florida Vocal Arts or just performing in general, it's about connection.
Yeah.
What do you prefer to sing? If you could pick anything, any genre, what is like, this is what I truly love?
Honestly, it's opera.
Wow.
You know, I started doing R&B, but what was the first opera I sang?
Student Prince was when we had you.
The Student Prince, that was over a decade ago. Oh my gosh.
And she still remembers.
And yeah, there's just something deeply emotional about it, and I love it.
Oh, I love that.
I think there's a reason opera has stood the test of time and been around for so many generations, because the music itself is so beautiful, and it provides a conduit to share those big feelings.
Yes.
Amazing. And by the way, stick with us, because we are going to have a little bit of a snippet from this beautiful show coming up for this operatic double bill that you can experience this weekend. So stay with us out there. We're about to hear the gorgeous sounds of Kenny when we get back.
These big trucks are dangerous and fast. And when it comes to big truck wrecks,